Yo, what's up YouTube, it's Holistic Jordan. We're back again with another YouTube video, and in this video I'm gonna read the introduction to Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. This is a self-improvement book. I'll quickly read the blurb. Yeah, let's get into it. There's an old saying that if the first thing you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it's probably the worst thing you'll do all day. Using Eat That Frog as a metaphor for tackling the most challenging task of your day, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on, but also probably the one that can have the greatest impact on your life. Eat That Frog shows you how to zero in on these critical tasks and organize your day. You'll not only get more done faster, but get the right things done. Best-selling author Brian Tracy cuts to the core of what is vital to effective time management. He details 21 practical and doable steps that will help you stop procrastinating and get more of the important tasks done today. So yeah, that's an insight into the book. And yeah, this was on my mum's bookshelf. I asked my mum, Mum, can I read the book? And she said, Jordan, go ahead. You don't have to ask. Go ahead, it is a really good book to read. So yeah, we're gonna get into just the introduction. Okay, so introduction to Eat That Frog. Let's go. This is a wonderful time to be alive. There have never been more possibilities and opportunities for you to achieve more of your goals that exist today. As perhaps never before in human history, you're actually drowning in options. In fact, there are so many good things that you can do that your ability to decide among them may be the critical determinant of what you accomplish in life. Man, this is speaking about me. I want to do a lot, but sometimes I'm just trying to juggle everything, man, when I should focus on one thing at a time. I'm going to keep reading the book, okay? If you are like most people today, you are overwhelmed with too much to do and too little time. As you struggle to get caught up, new tasks and responsibilities just keep rolling in, like the waves of the ocean. I like that. Because of this, you will never be able to do everything you have to do. You will never be caught up. You will always be behind in some of your tasks and responsibilities, and probably in many of them. That's a good introduction right there. Okay, so there's a heading that says the need to be selective. For this reason, and perhaps more than ever before, your ability to select your most important task at each moment and then to get started on that task and to get it done both quickly and well will probably have more of an impact on your success than any other quality or skill you can develop. An average person who develops the habit of setting clear priorities and getting important tasks completed quickly will run circles around a genius who talks a lot and makes wonderful plans, but who gets very little done. That's powerful right there. The person that can prioritize and is good at managing his tasks, man, he's the guy you should be learning from. And I'm learning from it right now. I'm gonna keep reading, okay? Let's get to the page. The truth about frogs. Mark Twain once said that if the first thing you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that it's probably the worst thing that's going to happen to you all day long. When I read that, I'm thinking about eating that frog's about doing a really difficult task first thing in the morning, making your day difficult as it can be, and then the rest of your day is kind of smooth sailing because you've already done the most difficult thing in the day. And that means that there's no procrastination. There's no, I didn't do this today. You did it. You're a warrior. That's what it's about. Your frog is your biggest, most important task, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on if you don't do something about it. It is also the one task that can have the greatest positive impact on your life and results at that moment. The first rule of frog eating is this: if you have to eat 2 frogs, eat the ugliest one first. Man, you gotta choose now. There's this frog, it looks kind of pretty. This one looks ugly. Man, I'm gonna eat the ugly frog. Because it's ugly. Oh yeah. This is another way of saying that if you have two important tasks, yeah, it's explaining the frog thing. It's not an actual ugly frog and pretty frog. It's a metaphor. All right. Let me get into it. This is another way of saying that if you have two important tasks before you, start with the biggest, hardest, and most important task first. You just get it done, man. You got the gun loaded, man. Pow. I'm gonna complete the hard task first. Where am I now? Yeah. Discipline yourself to begin immediately and then to persist until the task is complete before you go on to something else. So you're not juggling different things and I have to do this, and this. No. I'm gonna do the hard task first. I'm gonna sit down, complete it, and then I can go and do something else. This is a really good, man, I'm in an introduction, man. But I'll make this into episodes and each chapter or whatever I'll do a video on it, man, because this is it. I have a few books I want to be reading, and this is the first one. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Okay. Think of this as a test. Treat it like a personal challenge. Resist the temptation to start with the easier task. Continually remind yourself that one of the most important decisions you make each day is what you... I'll say that again. Continually remind yourself that one of the most important tasks you make each day is what you will do immediately and what you will do later, if you do it at all. The second rule of frog eating is this. If you have to eat a live frog at all, it doesn't pay to sit and look at it for very long. Wow. When I read that, I think it's about seeing the frog and getting it done. Get into the eating. You're not just there looking at the frog. Ribbit. Just... No, man, you're going to eat the frog straight away. The key to reaching high levels of performance and productivity is to develop the lifelong habit of tackling a major task first thing each morning. You must develop the routine of eating your frog before you do anything else and without taking too much time to think about it. That way you get rid of the procrastination. It's out the window. You know what frog you need to eat and you go and eat that frog. Oh yeah. Take action immediately. In study after study of men and women who get paid more and promoted faster, the quality of action orientation stands out as the most observable and consistent behavior they demonstrate in everything they do. Successful, effective people are those who launch directly into their major tasks and then discipline themselves to work steadily and single-mindedly until those tasks are complete. So there's no dilly-dallying, there's no, they know exactly what they need to do and then they discipline themselves to go and do it. I like this. This is a good read. In our world, and especially in our business world, you are paid and promoted for getting specific, measurable results. You are paid for making a valuable contribution and especially for making the most important contribution that is expected of you. Failure to execute is one of the biggest problems in organizations today. Many people confuse activity with accomplishment. Ooh, that's a bar. I'm gonna read the whole thing again. Failure to execute. So failure to even let the gun go, man. Let it off. Metaphorically, is one of the biggest problems in organizations today. Many people confuse activity with accomplishment because you can be doing a lot and not really doing anything at all. They talk continually, hold endless meetings and make wonderful plans, but in the final analysis, no one does the job and gets the results required. So you're doing a whole lot of nothing, but not really doing anything. Next point. Develop the habit of success. Your success in life and work will be determined by the kinds of habits that you develop over time. The habit of setting priorities, overcoming procrastination, and getting on with your most important task is a mental and physical skill. I liked how you referred to it as a skill, because a skill is something you build over time, getting those reps and building that muscle. As such, this habit is learnable through practice and repetition over and over again until it locks into your subconscious mind and becomes a permanent part of your behavior. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes both automatic and easy to do. You know when things are like habituary, like brushing your teeth, it's like you already know I'm putting on the toothpaste and I'm brushing my teeth. Like you don't think about doing it. I think when things become a habit, they become easy to do because you're so used to doing it. You know, all of those repetitions have basically ingrained that as part of your behavior. So I really like that sentence. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes both automatic. So you just put in automate, click. Now we just cruising, and it becomes easy to do. This habit of starting and completing important tasks has an immediate and continuous payoff. You are designed mentally and emotionally in such a way that task completion gives you a positive feeling. It makes you happy. It makes you feel like a winner. Do you know when you write down a goal in your day and then you get to tick it off and you're like, man, I did that. You feel good. You feel happy. Yeah, you feel like a winner, okay? Whenever you complete a task of any size of importance, you feel a surge of energy. Man, I just said that. Man, you feel a surge of energy, enthusiasm, and self-esteem. The more important the completed task, the happier, more confident, and more powerful you feel about yourself and your world. When you choose to eat that frog, and you choose the difficult task, the hard task, and you get it done, you're like, yeah, we did that. The completion of an important task triggers the release of endorphins. Man, we're getting into some science now. Eat That Frog, man, this is a good book. I'm gonna read that again. The completion of an important task triggers the release of endorphins in your brain. These endorphins give you a natural high. The endorphin rush that follows successful completion of any task makes you feel positive, personable, creative, and confident. You go feel good now. Develop a positive addiction. Here's one of the most important of the so-called secrets of success. We're gonna get into the secrets of success, so make sure you got your paper, you got your pen, write this one down. You can actually develop a positive addiction to endorphins. Endorphins, so these are the chemicals that are released by the brain that make me feel good, and they're going to be released after I complete a very difficult task. So I can feel good doing difficult things, and I'm going to be achieving my goals. Let me keep reading, okay. You can actually develop a positive addiction to endorphins and to the feeling of enhanced clarity, confidence, and competence that they trigger. When you develop this addiction, you will, at an unconscious level, begin to organize your life in such a way that you are continually starting and completing ever more important tasks and projects. You addicted to doing the hard work. Because those endorphins, the bigger the task, the bigger the frog, man, you're going to get that endorphin rush. You will actually become addicted in a very positive sense to success and contribution. One of the keys to you living a wonderful life, having a successful career, and feeling terrific about yourself is to develop the habit of starting and finishing important jobs. We already know from before, it spoke about making it automatic, making it easy to do. Making what automatic? Making what easy to do, you might ask? Eating that frog. Completing those important tasks. Let's go. When you do, this behavior will take on a power of its own, and you'll find it easier to complete important tasks than not to complete them. No shortcuts. You remember the story of the man who stops a musician on the street in New York and asks, how can I get to Carnegie Hall? The musician replies, practice, man, practice. Practice is the key to mastering any skill. Fortunately, your mind is like a muscle. It grows stronger and more capable with use. With practice, you can learn any behavior or develop any habit that you consider either desirable or necessary. So, by practicing, you are strengthening that habit. By practicing, you can make something into a habit and make it automatic. By practicing eating frogs, let me get back into them. The 3Ds of new habit formation. You need 3 qualities to develop the habits of focus and concentration, which are all learnable. It's a skill, it's something you train over time. They are decision, discipline, and determination. First, make a decision to develop the habit of task completion. Because if you don't make the decision, then it's very hard to establish that habit if you don't decide, I'm gonna have this habit. I'm gonna choose to make it automatic. Second, discipline yourself to practice the principles you're about to learn over and over until they become automatic. And third, back everything you do with determination until the habit is locked in and becomes a permanent part of your personality. I'm gonna read that again. First, make a decision to develop the habit of task completion. Second, discipline yourself to practice the principles you're about to learn over and over until they become automatic. And third, back everything you do with determination until the habit is locked in and becomes a permanent part of your personality. Backed by determination, I like that. I like that when it says backed by determination, because the determined man will make it happen. The determined man will make that become ingrained in his behavior. As it says, it becomes permanent. It becomes a permanent part of your personality. Next part, visualize yourself as you want to be. Wow, it all starts with visualization. I'm going to talk for a second, I'll get back into the book, but visualization is so important. Like, visualize who you want to be. Look at your ideal. Write it down. Describe it. Be specific with it. Get excited. Get excited visualizing. And then become that person. Act as that person. Keep repeating it. Say it. And it's going to be ingrained in your subconscious mind. And before you know it, you're going to start acting and talking and walking as that person. That's going to be who you are. Let me get back into it. Visualize yourself as you want to be. There's a special way that you can accelerate your progress toward becoming the highly productive, effective, efficient person that you want to be. It consists of your thinking continually about the rewards and benefits of being an action-orientated, fast-moving, and focused person. See yourself as the kind of person who gets important jobs done quickly and well on a consistent basis. Your mental picture of yourself has a powerful effect on your behavior. Visualize yourself as the person you intend to be in the future. Your self-image, the way you see yourself on the inside, largely determines your performance on the outside. All improvements in your outer life begin with improvements on the inside, in your mental pictures. You have a virtually unlimited ability to learn and develop new skills, habits, and abilities. When you train yourself through repetition and practice to overcome procrastination and get your most important task completed quickly, you will move yourself onto the fast track in your life and career and step on the accelerator. Eat that frog. Oh yeah, that is the introduction. The next chapter is chapter 1, Set the Table. That's going to be the next episode. But from that introduction, Eat That Frog, this is a book I need, and I'm going to do this series, I'm going to read it, I'm going to learn from it. And yeah, it's about having a mental picture of who you want to be. You know, you have to see yourself as that person who chooses to eat that frog, chooses to complete that difficult task day in, day out, and you're going to form your new identity. Because if you can see yourself as that person, that I do this, that's how it's going to become automatic, and you're going to, as it says, you are going to move yourself onto the fast track in your life and career and step on the accelerator. Okay? So this is episode 1 of Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, and yeah, comment down below to let me know what your thoughts were from this introduction. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, drop it in the comment section. It's Holistic Jordan. I'll see you all in the next YouTube video. Peace.